I am here to share an update I just never thought I was going to be making, and you might have seen it already by looking at my face. Oh, hi, are you helping? Look, look. I got my braces off yesterday afternoon. It was a 3-hour appointment. I am wearing upper and lower retainers 24/7 for 3 months. And then after that, it will be a lifetime wear at night. So the appointment was rough. It was pretty sore, especially my bottom teeth are very sore still from the chin graft. I think the nerves are very sensitive. But we got through it. My team is phenomenal. They gave me lots of breaks. And it just doesn't feel real. Like, I still think that there was so much that happened throughout the course of the last 4 years that it just feels odd to hope that it really happened, but it did. So the splints have been a little bit challenging, or not splints, I'm so used to saying that. The retainers have been a little bit challenging to get used to. They're very, very tight, which I've been told improves with time. But gosh, it takes like two hands, a lot of effort, and some pain, and about 20 seconds to get each one out. So I find that to be a little bit discouraging, especially for work, but we'll get through it. I just put together just a few thoughts and some stats from the last 4 years, or really the last 20 years, regarding this situation that I wanted to share. So I think like today has been this odd feeling of like disorientation. Like the only way that I can describe it is like that feeling when you turn the last page of a novel or finish that last episode of a show that you've been into. It's like, I don't know, like deciding how this experience that you just had is going to impact your reality, like your worldview, your values, your beliefs. Like, how has it shaped you? It's like similar to the way that I feel when I get back from a mission trip. Like, am I the same person? Like, yes, of course I'm the same person. I'm always me. And then, no, of course not. How could I be the same person after an experience like this? Like, I don't know. I just know that there's this overwhelming sense of gratitude. Like the people that invested in me in this journey are just like phenomenal. Like, so in the past 20 years, so it was 20 years ago that I had a misdiagnosis and started with the constant pain. And then 16 years of splint therapy made by my amazing Dr. Guba, who has since retired. 4 years of treatment once we got the correct diagnosis from Dr. Movahed. 3.5 years in braces with Dr. Davila and his team at Geist Orthodontics. That was 43 orthodontist appointments in that 3.5 years. And do remember, my orthodontic course was not traditional since I was splint dependent and required a lot of extra collaboration and brainstorming on their part and tenacity. I am so grateful. Over the last 4 years, I have had 5 procedures or surgeries, 2 of those being arthrocentesis, arthrocentesis, the main bilateral joint replacement and the Lefort, the non-union diagnosis and the broken hardware removal on October 6th, I think, of this year. Well, I guess 2025. And then the hardware exchange and grafting and kind of like the redo of the Lefort October 15th of 2025. So I am 3 months post-op from that right now. In total, since my surgery last year in September of 2024, I have had 75 rehab appointments. That includes PT, myo, and myofunctional therapy, and then my med spa, which included acupuncture, chiropractic, red light therapy, and foot detox soaks, and lymphatic massage. And then I've also had around 20 appointments with Dr. Movahed in St. Louis. That does include the 9 that I had for the 2 weeks following the big surgery. And then lastly, I spent 3 days inpatient. And I have missed 30 weeks of work in the last 2 years because of both surgeries. Listing it out like that is really overwhelming. I think mostly I feel proud because that was a lot of work. It was a lot of rehab from home. It was a lot of intentionality. I feel honored to have the people that have loved me and cared for me the way that they have over the last 4 years and beyond. The other thing, I want to get into all the finances eventually, but when we're in this space of gratitude, my first GoFundMe for the original big surgery raised $26,497, and that was you guys. That was you guys loving me when I needed you. And then the second one, after the hardware broke and we had to do everything over again for the Lefort, raised $8,420. So you all are so generous to me. It feels like, I was saying a chapter was over, but it kind of feels like the end of a novel. But the neat thing is I think this is the first novel in a series. So I'm hopeful this next novel in the series will be talking about the cookbook and all the ways that it gets to help people in our population. I'm hoping to have more speaking engagements at conferences. I would love an opportunity to speak on podcasts. I don't know. I just want this to be an experience that brings, my experience can help bring peace and comfort and solidarity and hope to people that, where I was the last 20 years, because it's really scary. It's really isolating. So anyways, I just had to share my good news and my smile because it's there. It'll feel really, really real when the retainers come off from their 24/7 wear. And then I get to see Dr. Movahed on the 20th of this month. So I'm sure I'll have an itsy bitsy little update after that. So bye, guys.